Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to King's International Institute of Leadership Academy. Today, we are going to get the training about public speaking. Public speaking is act of presenting your thoughts in before an audience. Public speaking is a act of presenting your thoughts in before an audience. Okay, it's a kind of oration delivered face to face by an individual to a group of people. Elaborate discourse, verbal interchange of ideas, that's called the oration. Okay, we delivered face to face by an individual to a group of people. The objective of people public speaking can be diverse: to entertain, inform, educate, inspire, or motivate the listeners. The objective of public speaking can be diverse, okay, different from one another: to entertain the audience, or to inform something we are going to inform to the audience, or educate the audience, or inspire to inspire the audience, or motivate the listeners. So these are the things of the objective of the public speaking. Okay, public speaking is a way to communicate the personal point of view. Okay, public speaking is a way to communicate the personal point of view and self-expression with the known and unknown, small and large groups online. Okay, public speaking is a way to communicate the personal point of view, okay, and the self-expression with the known or unknown, small or large group of online, workplace, conferences, workshops, seminars and webinars, and to achieve speaking goals. Okay, influence the audience and make an impact. Okay, these are the ways public speaking is used. Okay, but we do the group online. Via the online we are teaching the public speaking. Workplaces, we will talk with the small meeting with the workplace. Conferences, very large audience, with the audience, conference hall, public speaking. And workshops, we conduct the workshops with the product demonstration, or something we are going to explain with the practically in the workshop. Seminars, okay, we provide as a seminar. And webinars via the online internet with the Zoom, Google Meet, we will do the webinars to achieve the speaking goals and influence the audience and make an impact. These are the ways public speaking is used. Okay, so the next difference between presentation skills and public speaking skills. Actually, though both need a specific skill set, there is a fine line between them. Okay, there is a fine line between them generally. Presentations are necessary for someone working in a company, educational institution, or a business owner in this field. You need to show the objective of the presentation along with the data, previous and current, to justify your words or establish point of view. Okay, presentation skill for only most of the people use within the organizations, okay, or outside the organizations if they have the business meetings like that. So presentation skill necessary for the company, okay, it's the organization level, educational institutions using the presentations, or a business owners used to convey the message, or introduce the product or demonstrate the product, everything. In these fields, you need to know the objective of the presentation along with the data, previous and current. We may compare with the data previous and currently to justify your words, to establish of your point of view. Okay, So for example, audience members can challenge your data if you present wrong or confusing information. Okay, so these are the importance of presentation skill. But what is the public speaking? Public speaking is different. Anyone can be a public speaker. Okay, anyone can be a public speaker if they can share something valuable with the masses. Okay, so they share something valuable means maybe valuable about the subject or a product or a personal information, something he is going to share with you as a public speaking. Okay, so publicly he will speak about that. So but presentation skill is totally different from the public speaking. Actually it may be the presentation for the within the organization or outside the organization. It's mainly for professionals, the presentation used only for the professionals. But public speaking, whoever may be, he educated or uneducated, so they may speak something about their personality, personal development, or speak about others. They speak about the politics, whatever may be. Okay, public speaking, generally people share their personal experiences rather than discuss data and information. They will share the personal experiences also. For example, if you visit a political rallies or a religious gatherings, okay, if you go to the temple, okay, there is a rishis and magarishis, okay, they will speak about the religious things. Okay, they will talk about the God, they will connect with the God. If you go to the church, the pastor will talk about the Bible. Okay, if you go to the um, masjid, they will speak about the Quran. Okay, so like that religious gatherings, okay, they speak about the truth. Okay, they will talk about the Bhagavad Gita, Bible and Quran. Okay, that are the things, the religious related gatherings we will learn. Okay, you will notice that the leaders share their opinions on specific topics. Okay, the leaders share their opinions on specific topics. In public speaking, you can add your sense of humor and timing while delivering the speech. Okay, we must add some humor also within the time period, which is not expected in the presentation gatherings. Okay, so in the middle of that we must use the quotations, we must use the humor, we must add the humor, we must put the motivational quotes. Okay, everything we must uh, help to get attention, pay attention. We must add the story also. So these are the things we may attract the audience. So this is the most important difference between the public speaking and the presentation skill. Okay, the next one. Okay, what is good delivery? Actually, if you're going to deliver something, right, what makes a good delivery? Good delivery conveys the speaker's ideas clearly, interestingly, and without distracting the audience. Okay, good delivery conveys the speaker's ideas. Okay, clearly. It must be very clear, and also it must be interestingly. Okay, then it must be very interesting to listen. Okay, and without distracting the audience. Supposed the audience must not be distracted. Okay, most audiences prefer delivery that combine a certain degree of formality with the best attributes of good conversations: directness, spontaneity, animation, vocal and facial expressiveness, and a lively sense of communication. Okay, we must become master of our communication. We must become the master of our body language. Okay, otherwise we are not able to most of the time. Actually, like an influential leader, we must attract via the speech, via the body language, via the sense of humor, via the thoughts, whatever we teach, the good content. They must understand the content, they must absorb the content, whatever we talk. Okay, though that are the things will make a very good conversation. Okay, the conversation must be directness, direct to the audience. Spontaneity, okay, proceeding from the natural feeling. Spontaneity means it must be a natural feeling, okay, controlled or directed internally. Okay, uttered by the voice. Okay, we voice modulation. We must provide the voice modulation depends upon the word, stress of the word, content weightage. So that things we must improve. Okay, we must laugh while we okay. If you talk about the happiness content, we must with the say about happy mood. If you are telling the sad stories, okay, we must tell with sorrow. Okay, so we are not supposed to laugh and say the very sad stories. Okay, it will not match, right? So we must provide our presentation depends upon the content, okay, characteristics of the content. So what we are going to teach, okay, if you talk about the human beings or anything, any hard and very sad or very good news, whatever may be, we must convey the information with the spontaneity, okay. So it must be a natural way, okay. It's not supposed to be animation, okay. Animated animation also we must be put up provide as a information as a animated, but we are not able to speak as like animated one. Okay, we have the feelings. If you look at the AI, it never produce any feelings. Okay, it will talk. Okay, but as a human being, we only provide the feeling to the communicate with the audience. Okay, but the information may be very correct. If AI will provide the taking the lesson, we may observe, we may get informative everything, but the AI will not produce the feelings of the human beings. Okay, no one will do that. Okay, as a human being, we only teach the lessons, whatever may be, with the feelings. Okay, that is the human acceptance methodology. Okay, okay, whatever we learn via the online, okay, whatever maybe we learn from the AI, what, okay, that's okay, but fine. But we are not able to get the feelings, okay. So okay, how to we pronounce a word, okay, that will be learned, but what are the feelings of the word, okay, it not supposed to hear that. The stress, okay, it will come from the heart. The AI did not have the heart, right? It have the brain. It have the brain, but it don't have the heart. Okay, the feelings will come from the heart. Okay, so we speak from the heart. Okay, so most of the times, okay, we must take the intelligence from the brain and we speak from the heart. Okay, it will reach the audience very easily. Okay, that is the thing. Vocal and facial expressiveness, okay. So body language is the very important thing. Facial expressiveness and lively sense of communication, okay. Lively sense of communication. AI will not provide the lively sense of communication, okay. It will communicate with you, but it will never communicate as a human being with the sense of human being. Okay, the body language. Okay, so the feelings of the human beings, it will never have at all. Okay, so next one is, so these are the good delivery. Good delivery convey the speaker's ideas clearly, interestingly, and without distracting the audience. Most audiences prefer delivery that combine a certain degree of formality with the best attributes of good conversation, directness, spontaneity, animation, vocal and facial expressiveness, and a lively sense of communication. Okay, so conversational style. It's a speaker's ability to sound expressive and to be perceived by the audience as natural. Okay. So conversational, okay, exchange the similar to the conversation style. Okay, so is the speaker's ability sound expressive and be perceived. Sorry. How something or someone is seen, how we perceive the things, okay, how we look at the world and audience as natural. Okay, it's a style that approaches the way we normally express ourselves in much smaller group than your classroom audience. Okay, this is a natural way. Conversation style is a natural way express you and be perceived by the audience as natural. Okay, is the approach the way you normally express yourself in much smaller group than your classroom audience. Okay, so next one is eye contact is the most important thing in the good delivery. Eye contact is a speaker's ability to have visual contact with everyone in the audience. So we must visually contact with the each and every audience. Once we have a look, it not more than that, and at least 3 to 4 seconds, okay, more than 5 seconds, we must have the contact, eye contact with the each and every audience. So it will help to attract the audience, it will engage with the audience, so it will connect to the audience. Okay, the eye contact will help to connect with the audience. Your audience should feel that you are speaking to them. That is the most important thing. If you speak, if you speak with their eyes, they will think he's the trainer is talking to them. Okay, so talking to me, so I have to listen. Okay, I have to answer the question like that, not simply uttering a main and supporting points. Okay, not simply uttering the main and supporting points. We must have the eye contact. Okay, the next one is effective use of vocalis, also known as para language, is the subfield of non-verbal communication that examines how we use our voices to communicate orally. Okay, this is a vocalis means being a functioning as a vowel. Okay, effective use of vocalis means is a functioning as a vowel, paralanguage, tone of voice, abstract unit of the phonetic system. Okay, we must use that. Okay, with the phonetically, okay, the way of style, way of speak. Well, actually the English people or Americans and Australians will talk with the phonetical way of speaking. Okay, we may get harder to understand, as the native speakers will not able to understand very clearly sometimes what they speak, the word we are not able to grab very attentively. Okay, they will in the way of back of speaking speed. Okay, the word pronunciation may differ from the country to the country, culture to the culture. So we must use the phonetics. It may similar. Okay, so we effective use of vocalis or paralanguage. Okay, paralanguage means okay is the tone of voice. It's also the abstract unit of the phonetic system. Okay, this means that you speak loudly enough for all audience members. Okay, it must be heard all audience members, even those in the back of the room. Okay, it must reach to the back of room. Okay, everybody should should hear your voice. Okay, to hear you clearly, and that you enunciate clearly enough to be understood by all audience members, even those who may have a hearing impairment or who may be English language learners. Actually, hearing impairment means actually maybe imperfect or weakened. Okay, the lack of full functional ears. Okay, they are not able to listen very clearly what we speak. Okay, so they also hear your from your voice. Okay, it must be very louder as well as very clear. Okay, but not too much louder. It must be polite as well as everybody should listen. Everybody should be heard with perfectly clearly. Okay, that is called the effective use of vocalis. Okay, the next one is rate. Rate is the speed at which a person speaks. Okay, rate is the speed of the speech, how much rate measured by unit. Okay, to keep your speech delivery interesting, your rate should vary. Okay, so if you laugh, okay, if you tell a story, we will laugh. The maybe the variation, the pitch variation may be very high or very low. Okay, depends upon the story. If you tell a story, it will, the pitch variation may be, the rate of the speed may be, it will vary. Okay, so to keep your speech very interesting, delivery interesting, your rate should be vary. If you are speaking extemporaneously, okay, extemporaneously, it's a composed. Okay, extemporaneously means composed or performed. Okay, your rate will naturally fluctuate. Okay, shifted back and forth. Okay, that is naturally it will go forth and front and forth. Okay, it will help. Okay, if you are reading, your delivery is less likely to vary. Okay, if you are reading the content, it will be very polite and it will be very in a fluent way. But if you speak, our word may utter very louder sometime, depends upon the weightage of the tone of word stress. Okay, that stress is the important thing while pronunciation the English words. Okay, so not only English words, whatever may be your language, your mother tongue. Okay, the stress is the important. Okay, if you take any word, it have the stress level. Okay, we start with the high pitch, we will end with the low pitch. We will start with the low pitch, we will end with the high pitch. So that is the rate of speech. Okay, rate of the speed depends upon the rate of the speed of word. We will, the rate of the speed will vary. Okay, so that is the most important thing. Next, you are speaking, your rate will naturally fluctuate. If you are reading, your delivery is less likely to vary, because rate is an important tool in enhancing the meaning in your speech. Okay, it enhance. Okay, what is that? It doing the enhancing. Okay, mm, right. Okay, so next, you do not do not want to give a monotone tone or a rapid machine gun style delivery. Okay, so we are not do the monotone tone. Tone means, I actually a stringless male bee. Okay, the bee is point. It will go with the high speed. Okay, it will go. It will create some sound. Okay, so machine gun. Actually it will unstoppable. If you once you start to shoot the machine gun, it will gun is a rapid. Okay, it will not stop until the bullets its end. Okay, not a drone or a machine gun. We are style of delivery. Okay, we must use the rate of speech depends upon the stress level of the word. Okay, we are not speak very fast, or we are not supposed to speak very low. Okay, depends upon the need of the speech, the word we must speak. Okay, that is the rate. Next one is volume. Volume refers to the loudness or softness of your speaker's voice. As mentioned, public speakers need to speak loudly enough to be heard by everyone in the audience. Okay, so loudness or softness of your speaker's voice. As mentioned, public speakers need to speak loudly enough to be heard by everyone in the audience. Okay, So everyone in the audience should hear the voice. So volume should be we must adjust depends upon the audience in the room. Okay. So in case if you are talking with a large audience, okay, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs people gathered in the conference hall or in the stadium, you are going to talk or you are going to give the public speaking or a presentation. At the time they will have the external speakers. Okay, so at the time also we are not able to speak very louder. Okay, we must use very politely, as well as wherever it required we must speak very high pitch, and then we must use the low pitch of the voices. Okay, depends upon that the volume we must use very correctly, otherwise it may make annoy. Okay, so pitch refers to the highness or lowness of your speaker's voice. Some speakers have a deep voice and others have the high voices. As with one sinking voice range, the pitch of one speaking voice is determined to a large extent by physiology, specifically the length of one's vocal folds or cords and the size of one's vocal tract. Okay, we all have a normal speaking pitch where our voice is naturally settled. The pitch where we are most comfortable speaking, and most teachers advise speaking at the pitch that feels natural to you. Okay, it's a recommended to speak naturally. That is the most important thing. Okay, actually if someone is very excited they will speak with the high pitch, or something if they speak with a very interesting or a funny things they will speak with the high pitch. Okay, if you talk with the friends, they at the time we will have a fun, sometimes we will speak with a very high pitch, we will laugh very louder, so that things will happen at that time. But if you come to the presentation or a public speaking, so we must use the high and low pitches of the speaker's voice. So we must be careful to use our voices. Okay, pitch or volume or a rate of speech, everything. Okay, so as with one singing voice range, the pitch of one speaking voice is determined to a large extent by physiology, specifically the length of one's voice folds or cords and the size of one's vocal tract. Okay, so we all have a normal speaking pitch where our voice is naturally settled, the pitch where we are now most comfortable speaking. Okay, and most teachers advise speaking at the pitch that feels natural to you. Which one is natural to you, you speak that. Don't try to speak like someone, don't do the mimicry, don't like speak like leaders, something we are not supposed to do that. We must speak naturally whatever we have. Okay, we settled in our voice. Okay, that is a fine. Okay, pauses are brief breaks in a speaker's delivery that can show emphasis and enhance the clarity of a message. Okay, or pauses are a brief breaks in a speaker's delivery that can show emphasis and enhance the clarity of a message. In terms of timing, the effective use of pauses is one of the most important skills to develop. Okay, we must stop wherever we want, otherwise if you continuously read the sentence or continuously we will speak, okay, it will not it will not get the clear attention or a clear message to the audience. Okay, we must put a pause wherever it required. Okay, that is the most important thing. It will enhance the clarity of a message. Okay, so we must, the timing, the use of the pauses is the most important skill to develop. Okay, next one, vocal variety has to do with the changes in the vocalize we have just discussed. Volume, pitch, rate, pauses. No one wants to hear the same volume, pitch, rate or use of pauses over and over again in a speech. Actually, the people will expect different kind of expressions, body language while we use. Like a robo, we will like a AI, like a robo. If you speak, the audience will get bored. Okay, they will easily distracted. So as a human being, we must include the humors, and we must laugh with the audience. Okay, we must crack a joke, a humor, and we must include the stories. We must ask the questions. So these type of things we must interact with the audience. Okay, so it will naturally create a sense of connectivity. Okay, it will create a connection between the audience and the leader, who are the presenter or a speaker. So that's the most important thing. Vocal variety we must include. No one wants to hear the same volume, pitch, rate, or use of pauses over and over again in a speech. Your audience should never be able to detect that you are about to slow down or your voice is going to get deeper because you are making an important point. Okay, your audience should never be able to detect that you are able to slow you down, your voice is going to get deeper because you are making an important point. Okay, so we must make it down, make it the important point with the very stress. Okay, we must stress the most important things, important points. So okay, the audience will don't know, but we must do that. Okay, when you think about how you sound in a normal conversation, use your volume, pitch, rate, and pauses all are done spontaneously. Okay, should uh, your audience should never be able to detect that you are about to slow down or your voice is going to be get deeper because you are making an important point. That is the most important thing. That is the vocal variety. Where it going, the voice is becoming rise, where is slowing down. Depends upon the word stress at a point, important, most important point. Okay, the pronunciation, next one is pronunciation. The conventional patterns of speech used to form a word. Word pronunciation is important for two reasons. First, mispronouncing a word your audience is familiar with will harm you credibly as a speaker. And second, mispronouncing a word they are unfamiliar with can confuse and even misinform them. Okay, sorry. The next one, we are not supposed to mispronounce our words. Sometimes I also will do that, but that's not a mispronunciation. Actually, the pronunciation of the word, the tongue twister problem. Okay, sometimes it may be the tongue twister problem. Okay, so we must practice the tongue twister also. Because we must use the tongue twisters. We will pronounce or we will articulate the word very clearly. Okay, the pronunciation is the most important thing. Otherwise, the meaning maybe will vary. The concept the audience will understand the concept very differently. Okay, so we must pronounce a word very correctly. Okay, so the next if there is any possible at all that you don't know the correct pronunciation of word, find out many online dictionaries such as the Wiktionary. Okay, provide free sound files illustrating the pronunciation of words. We must practice with the internet. There is a lot of applications, everything is there. Okay, so we may they will pronounce. Okay, the AI will pronounce, so we will get the correct pronunciation of the word. Okay, next one is how to improve your public speaking skills. The next one is most important thing, stay in your zone of genius. You are a genius if you are presenting something, or if you are doing the public presentation or a public speaker. Okay, you are a genius. Only talk about what do you know. Okay, what do you do? What do you talk? Only talk about what do you know.
Don't talk about other things. You just talk about what you know. Okay, we must convey very clearly what we know. Otherwise, we will get confused. The audience also will get confused. So we are not supposed to talk about the without knowledge. We are not able to give the presentation or talk about the topic, particular topic, or we are not supposed to talk the public speaking. Okay, so you just look at the example. You want to hear Ofra. Sorry, I think you know Oprah Winfrey. Okay, she's the TV personality, I think so. Tenting, she's an expert in electric cars. Okay, okay, she's the expert in electric car. No, nor will you hear Elon Musk advising about the spirituality and personal development. Okay, Elon Musk no don't know. I think he may know about spirituality and personality development because he is the CEO of the organization. He is the boss of the so many business, so he know. But at the same time, if he talk about the car, electric cars, everyone will listen because he is very familiar with the electric cars, right? And also, Oprah Winfrey also know about the spirituality and personality development and motivational speaker. So okay, she will talk about the never talk about actually he don't know much about the electric car, but Elon Musk know about lot of things about electric car. So who is the expert on the field to talk about the information? We are not supposed to. We may know, we must read, and we will take the presentation or a public speaking, but at the same time, so we are not without learning, we are not able to, we are not supposed to talk about the other topics. That is to stay in your zone of genius. Whatever you know, you just speak, present, or say in the public. Okay, so if you struggle to speak, okay, they both say their real realms of expertise, which naturally make them sound confident when they speak. Okay, they are not faking it. Sorry. Okay, so they know what they are talking about. Okay, we must know what we are talking about. If you struggle to speak with conviction, you may inadvertently talk about topics you don't know much about. Instead, focus on your zone of genius. Focus on the zone of genius. Okay. Oh, we must know, we must talk whatever we know. Otherwise, we are not supposed to talk about the topics. That is the stay in your zone of genius. Read books or articles out aloud. Okay, reading is one of the most underrated tool for becoming a great speaker. It can make you sound more articulate and smooth in your speech. Plus, you learn new vocabulary and better comprehend the book in the process. Reading books aloud help you learn to speak more smoothly in a day-to-day conversations. Okay, so if you want to become a great public speaker, you must read a lot of books, articles out loud. Okay, it will help you to articulate the word, pronounce the word very correctly. We may learn a lot of words, newly words, okay, vocabulary, comprehension, everything, okay. So it will help you to smooth in your speech, articulate and smooth in your speech, okay. So read a books and articles out loud. Use tongue twisters to practice uh, enunciation. Okay, so I'm talk about the tongue twisters, right? Elegant speaking is undoubtedly an art, but it starts with the simple act of training your mouth to move in a certain way. Those silly tongue twisters from your childhood can be surprisingly useful. Okay, this is a very chilly tongue twisters. Okay, but it is the most important thing. Okay, it is the most important thing where uh, repeating related sounds can improve your English speaking skills and articulation of specific words. Okay, repeat these 10 times each or until you can say them over and over without fumbling. Okay, you just read the tongue twister. Okay, red leather, yellow leather, lead leather, and a yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Like that, we must pronounce 10 times. Okay, Sally sells shells by the seashore. Sally sells shells by the seashore. Sally sells seashells, okay, by the seashore. Sally sells shells, sorry, Sally sells shells by the seashore. Sally sells by the seashore. Okay, the next one is Peter, sorry, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? Okay, it's a very interesting. It's a chilly thing. Anyway, we read it again. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Okay, so this is the tongue twister. The next one is how much would chang if you would chang good chang wood. How much would the wood chang if you would chang good chang wood. Okay, like that we must practice it. The next one, you know New York, you know you need New York, you know you need to unique New York. Okay, read again. You know New York, you need New York, you know you need unique New York. Okay, next. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. I saw a kitten eating chicken in the kitchen. Okay, these are the great tongue twister practices we must do every day. Actually, from the childhood, we must practice it. We are not able to pronounce a word incorrectly. If you pronounce very correctly, and also we must learn about the phonetic words. Most important thing, from the childhood we must practice the phonetic words. It really helps to actually it will the phonetics words, it will its alphabet help to read very correctly. Okay, the every syllable we may understand, it will help to read very correctly without the mistake of the pronunciation. Okay, next one, use tongue twisters regularly and as a vocal warm up before you do lot of talking. Actually, the public speakers, present day presentation providers, top leaders, or they are if they are going to talk about 2 to 3 hours a day, they will practice the tongue twister. So we must do every day as a tongue twisters. Okay, next one is learn the art of stage presence. Okay, did you know that public speaking is actually a skill? Okay, many people struggle with the stage anxiety because they may feel they missed the memo on public speaking, or they are lacking because they do not have the natural stage presence. Not true. Okay, so we know we have all the skill set within ourselves. Okay, this is the practice only. So okay, we can able to learn the art of public speaking and presentation skills. Okay, it will come the practice. Actually, we must do 10,000 hours of practice to become a great public speaker. This is the proved one. Okay, so we must do 10,000 hours of public speaking practice to become a great leader, great presenter, or a great public speaker. Okay, so Don't lose your confidence. You just practice every day. You will become one day the great public speaker or a great presenter. Okay. The stage presence and public speaking are skills need to be taught. Very few people have of them naturally. Actually, so many of the people have naturally to present something. Okay, but so many of the peoples, okay, they are learning how to present, how to speak, how to use our body language, how to use our gestures, how to walk, how to speak, how to dress, how to present, whatever may be in the stage performance, they are learning every day. Okay, so here are all the aspects of public speaking you can master. You just ask the question how to make the first impression with the audience. You just learn about that. How to have a stage presence, you just learn that. Powerful body language is most important thing, okay, to present public speaking. How to speak with the commanding voice. Okay, we must have the commanding voice to attract the audience. We are not supposed to order. We are not supposed to order the audience, but we must command it. Okay, it must be hard skin, soft spoken, like that. We must speak softly, but the word should command the people to attract, okay, to, yeah, influence. Okay, what to do with your hands while speaking? We must use our gestures, body language gestures, to speak with the, okay, it will substitute your word. Okay, what is the use of the gestures? It helps to substitute for your words, right? So talk to yourself. Next one is talk to yourself. One of the easiest ways to step into your power as a speaker is to start talking to yourself. Okay, scientists have found that talking to yourself is beneficial for enhancing your performance in sports, finding things you lost, and solving problems. A practice called the mirror meditation combined neuroscience and self reflection to overcome insecurities like physical appearance and public speaking. Okay, that is called the, what is that, mirror meditation. Okay, that is, okay, if you talk to yourself every day, you will improve your body language, way of speaking. Okay, how do you communicate with others, everything, how do you use your gesture, your posture, everything will be noticeable. Okay, otherwise you just go in front of your friends or family members, you just talk to them how you are talking, you just get a feedback from them. It will really help to uh, clearly help to speak with the audience publicly, okay, or in the presentation area. You can use self-talk with or without a mirror to achieve two primary goals. Build your confidence. The first thing we must have to speak, have the confidence, okay. Rehearse before big movements and short through your thoughts. We must do the rehearsal, okay, before big movements and short through your thoughts. Okay, so every day we must do the rehearsal, we must record ourselves. Okay, so we must record and watch ourselves how we listen, speak, body language, everything. Avoid talking to yourself negatively whenever possible. Listen to your internal voice and avoid internal statements like you sound stupid, I am horrible at public speaking, your voice sound impressing, you idiot, get it out already. Okay, these type of negatively words we are not supposed to talk, at least we are not supposed to think. Okay, so we must think positively, replacing the negative self-talk. Take practice, replace the critical self-talk with the positive affirmations. What is that? Positive affirmations. My past experience have strengthened me for today. This is the first one. My past experiences have strengthened me today for today. I can handle the obstacles that come my way. I can able to handle my obstacles, whatever may come in my way. I am capable of creating positive change in the society, with the family, with the friends. Okay, I can able to capable of creating a positive change. Okay, not a positive change means not a COVID-19 positive. Okay, we are going to positive thoughts. It will vibrant, it will improve your healthy mindset. Okay, we are not supposed to pass the diseases. We are going to pass the good things to the community, to the people via positively. Okay, so I accept responsibility. Okay, I accept responsibility. I am ready to overcome challenges. I am ready to overcome challenges. People have faith in me. Okay, the people are faith in me, so I have to act accordingly. I have to keep my promises because the people are have faith in me, so I have to keep their promises. So okay, the next one is I add value to the people's lives. Okay, I will help the people. I will add the value to the other people also. I help others succeed. I always help to others succeed. My integrity is part of my success. I am a very integrity person. I am a very ethical person. That is my secret of success. Okay, part of my success. People trust my decision making. If I decide one thing, everyone is agree that. So my decision making sense is great. Okay, I'm taking the win-win situation always. Okay, never win-loss situation. So my decision making is always correct. Okay, I have confidence in my team. Okay, I have a team. I have the confidence in my team. Okay, they will work very great with the enthusiastic team spirit. Okay, they will accomplish whatever I give as a task. So that is the confidence in my team. I open to new ideas. I will ask the questions, or I will ask the new ideas about the team for the project. Okay, if we are in the starter of the project, so we are going to implement the lot of things in the project. So I am just open up for the new ideas. Problems are opportunities. I think my weakness into the strength. Okay, my problems into the opportunities. I am excited to see my team succeed. Okay, my Indian team today beat the Australia in the World Cup 2013. Sorry, with 2023. Okay, in the league. Okay, so I am excited to see my team succeed. My ISRO team succeeded. Okay, via launched the Chandrayaan 3 project. Okay, successfully landed to the moon. So I am excited to see my team, okay, my nation, my players succeed. I celebrate other success. I am celebrate India's win. I am celebrate Chandrayaan 3 success. Okay. So these are the positive affirmations we do every day. We practice every day. It will really helpful to be positive. Okay. Learn from the best and mimic them. Humors are psychologically programmed to mimic each other. Mirror neurons are primal. Monkey see, monkey do part of our brain that imitate the actions we see other people. Okay. So what is that? Mirror neurons are primal. Okay. What is that? Actually, monkey see, monkey do. Okay, what is that? Monkey see, monkey do means whatever we mimic. Okay, we will catch up, we will copy that. Okay, others' body language, others' speaking style, way of style, everything. We will do that. That's from the learn from the best of mimic them. Okay, so a part of our brain that imitate the action we see in other people. Okay, if you do, if I think if superstar Rajinikanth, so many people will do like a superstar Rajinikanth. Okay, a smoking style or a way of walking style, way of dancing style. Okay, they will mimic something. Okay, like that we may get the mimics from the great leaders, public speakers, political leaders, or business leaders, or great presenters. Okay, we will learn from them. Okay, we mimic from them. Okay, it will really help to improve your personality, presentation skill, and the public speaking skill. Recent research has also revealed how these neurons are critical for learning language and communicating with others. You can even hack your mirror neurons to help you to become a better speaker. Think about the best speaker you know and try few of them simple practice to pick up the best qualities. Watch a video of your favorite speaker 3 times in a row. Now their tone of voice, stature and vocal crooks. Learn from few sentences from the speech and try to uh, reenact them in a mirror. Okay, we can able to do that. Okay, if we watch a videos frequently, we will do that. Actually, so many people will sing a song like a great singers. Okay, how do they do that? Because they are listening the music every day, day by day. Okay, the voice modulation um, I exactly match with the original singer, the great singer, okay, the professional singer, like that. How it matches? Because we are mimic that voice. We are frequently listening that music. It will become your voice also may become like the professional singer. So, so we must learn from the best and mimic them. Always remember your MVP. Okay, what is that MVP? MVP is most valuable point. What is that? Most valuable point. An MVP isn't just the star of your sports team. It's the most valuable point you need to make in any communication setting. Okay, it's a star of your sports team. It's the most valuable point you need to make in any communication setting. If everything else you say was forgotten, what is one sentence that get your point across? Okay? Before you go into the meeting with your team, give a speech or check it with your boss, think about your MVP. Okay. We must have the card that's called the clue card or a card note. Okay, that will help. That's called the MVP, most valuable point. It will help you to address the whole session. Okay. The most of the leaders will have the keynote or MVP, most valuable points in a hand. They will speak up with that. Okay. So we must have the MVP. Sound more confident, okay, by speaking louder and lower. Speaking isn't only about what you say but how you say it. A 2017 Yale study found that the sound of your voice is what makes people, okay, they will trust you, depends upon the voice of your modulation. They will like you, depends upon the voice modulation you speak. Believe what you are saying. If you speak, okay, well, correctly, ethically, with integrity, they will believe you. Okay, feel certain emotions, they will connect with the emotion also. Okay, these are the things the Yale University found that, okay, they trust you, like you, believe what you are saying, feel certain emotions. Okay, so sound more confident by speaking louder and lower. There are three keys to sounding more confident when you talk. Speak louder but don't yell. Okay, yell is utter loud, any scream, shout. Okay, speak louder but we are not to scream or shout. Okay, we are not, we must talk very fast, louder, but we are not supposed to scream. Okay, or shouting. Okay, speak lower. Sometimes it required you just speak lower. Okay,
If you are something discussion, we must speak very slowly with one another. If you want to speak with the audience, you just make your voice louder. Okay. Talk to a moderate fastback. Remember that your optimal vocal volume and pitch may change depends on your audience. Learn more tips about how to speak with confidence and sound better. Okay. Next one is prepare your voice. Have your voice have you noticed your voice sound groggy in the morning or strained after singing too loud or to the drive to work? Actually, groggy means weak and unsteady of the feet or the action. Okay, your voice. Okay. Um, Not the best vocal state for negotiating business deal or asking for a rise. Vocal care isn't just for singing or public speaking. Proper preparation ensure your voice doesn't crack when it comes to speak up in a meeting. To sound better when talking, remember, use deep breathing, exhale first, drink plenty of water, do vocal warm-ups, start and end with the best points. These serial position effect explain why people remember the first and last things you say the most clearly. When talking to your co-workers about a project or giving a big pitch to a client, you should emphasize the best points at the beginning at the end. Okay? We must provide the best point from the start and also the end. It will really help to understand the presentation. Master the art of presentation with the 4 quick tips. Yet over 30% of Americans list public speaking glossophobia. Okay, what is that glossophobia? Means fear of public speaking. Okay, that's called fear of public speaking. They have the American 30% of the Americans have the public speaking glossophobia. Okay, they have the fear of public speaking. Okay, fortunately, overcoming glossophobia can be as simple as preparation and practice. Here are 4 quick steps to transform your presentation skills. Start with a hook. Okay, what is that hook? A curved, a bent device for catching. Cut out excess. Hook means we must attach it with something. Okay, in the sense, cut out excess info. We were not supposed to load too much of information. Don't just talk. We are not supposed to talk too much. Okay, pretend you are a performer. We must be a performer. We never forget that. We depends upon that. We must present. Use meaningful hand gestures. People who talk with their hands are naturally more magnetic. Studies show that gestures increase the value of spoken word by up to 60%. Okay, how many percentages? 60 percentages not gestures used, but you don't just value the spoken word by up to 60%, but you don't just want to fly your hands around with your purpose. Okay, these 7 powerful hand gestures include show the number. Anytime you mention the number, use the fingers to add visual element that amount. Okay, so we are using 1 or 2 or up to 10, up to 20 we may use the gestures with the hand numbers. But a crore, 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore, 5 crore, like that we may do. But there is with the digits of 0 we are not able to convey accordingly. Okay, that's the thing. So show the number. Okay, next one, an increase or a decrease. Okay, spread your hands closer or further away. Demonstrate the intensity of your conversation point. For example, if you say this is a small problem, you may close your hands together and show a small space.
Okay, that's called the decrease or increase. Feel it in the heart. Okay, when discussing something emotional, gestures towards your heart or a just region, you may naturally put your hand over your heart and you say, this means so much to me. Okay, so feel it in the heart. Guide your explanations. Use your hands to give your visual guide to a complex explanation. For example, suppose you are discussing two opposing viewpoints. In that case, you might gesture to write the right from the one point and left from the one point. So we must explain about that. So these are the ways we must use the hand gesture. Bring things together. When you discuss the convergence of points or group, bring your palms together in the center to demonstrate these two things merging. Okay, so we must bring convergence, the points or groups, bring your palms together in center to demonstrate two things merging. Okay, next one is emblems. Cultural hand motions like thumbs or okay, pointing with the open hand can be used to highlight specific talking points. Okay, you, me, we. Bring people into what we are saying and gestures towards them, yourself, and then between you. Okay, this is the you, we, and me. Learn to decode body language. Okay, you have ever wished you could tell what people are thinking. Decoding body language is an underrated social superpower. You probably heard the statistic that 65 to 90% of the communication is non-verbal. Unspoken clues often give us more insights into people than what they say out loud. Okay, some of the most notable body language clues to look for include. Okay, so we from use the body language, we must decode and body language, use it to your advantage. Next one is lip pursing. People may be subconsciously holding something back. If you accidentally purse your lips during the speech, it may help you to seem to withhold something from the audience. Okay, we must have the lip pursing. Okay, raised eyebrows. When someone is guilty, they might subtly raise their eyebrows to show fear. On the other hand, eyebrow raises can also indicate amusement or a surprise. Raised eyebrows is a guilty. Otherwise, it may be indicate amusement or a surprise also. Okay. The touch. A light touch on the arm can be thoughtful way to get someone's attention or help. Combined with the speaking in a soft and friendly tone, this can help you appear more kind and more compassionate. That's called the touch. Okay, firm handshake. A niche firm handshake can portray you confident but not dominating. Delivering your handshake with a well-rehearsed introduction like, I am a Balachandran. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am a Balachandran Manimaran. It's a pleasure to meet you. With the firm handshake. Laughing. In awkward situations, subordinates might laugh to applause the person in power, while superior may refrain from laughing to uphold their status. As you speak, notice when you awkwardly laugh out our nervousness versus when you laugh because something is actually funny. Okay, so we must laughing. Sitting versus standing. A sitting person is physically lower than a standing person, making them potentially seem inferior or easier to reprimand. You almost always want to be standing when you are giving a speech or presentation or in the public speaking. On the other hand, sitting while having a touch conversation with your significant other can help you distraction. um,
You almost want to be standing when you are giving a speech or a presentation. On the other hand, sitting while having a tough conversation with your significant other can help create a level of playing field of open-hearted discussion. Okay, we must stand and speak. Okay, we must stand and present the video presentation. Otherwise, you may feel very sleepy. Your audience also may feel very sleepy. Okay. The next one is work on pronunciation with this app. Whether you are a native English speaker or learning the English language, countless words in the dictionary aren't pronounced the way they are spelled, but proper pronunciation can make you sound more knowledge and well spoken. You just do that. Improve your listening skills. Paradoxically, the best speaker tend to be best listener. After all, communication is a two-way street. Listening is the one of the most valuable sociable skill because it helps you understand other people, make deeper connections, demonstrate that you are interested in what others have to say, avoid dominating a conversation, learn how to speak better. These are the ways the listening skills helps you. Why public speaking is important? It builds the self-confidence, foster the leadership, develop the critical thinking. Okay, cultivate the spontaneity, increase the amiability, grow knowledge base, maximizes the interview skills. These are the things most important in the public speaking. Build confidence, foster leadership, develop the critical thinking, cultivate the spontaneity, and increase the ambiguity, grows knowledge base, maximize interview skills. How to communicate effectively in public speaking? Be clear and conscious. Okay, encourage feedback. We must encourage the feedback. Be aware of non-verbal communication. Okay, we must watch the body language very often. Okay, to become a great communicator. Encourage open discussion and two-way communication. Next one is we must engage with the communication. Okay, discussion, and it must be a two-way communication. Use the appropriate method of communication. Okay, we must use the appropriate method of communication. Okay, encourage open discussion and two-way communication. Use the appropriate method of communication. Be receptive and listen attentively. Okay, so next one is we must be receptive and listen attentively. Have the mutual respect. We must have the mutual respect. Listen to tone of voice. We must listen to the tone of voice of others. Use appropriate emotions. We must use the appropriate emotions. Understand who you are communicating with. We must understand who you are communicating with. Presentation format. Know your audience. These are the effective way to communicate. Next one is timing. We must fix the timing. Okay, for every slide. Flexibility also most important. We must be flexible with our audience. Okay, frame practice makes perfect, so we must make practice every day. Frame your story. We must frame our story. Then take away message. Okay, we must post it to the social media or send via friends. Plan your delivery. We must plan accordingly. We must deliver our presentation. Put your best foot forward. Okay, we must use the best things to the forward. Okay, tailor your speech according to your audience. Okay, we must tailor our speech according to your audience. Okay, next one is identify your speaking patterns. We must identify our speaking patterns. Next one, assess your performance. Next one is assess your performance. Next one is to make the speech effective, the speaker should research the topic thoroughly. We must do that. We must research the topic thoroughly. Keep audience central approach. We must audience central approach. Use simple words and language. We must use the simple words and language. Articulate clearly. We must articulate very clearly. Grab the attention of the audience with the powerful opening. We must grab the attention of the audience with a powerful opening. Okay. The next one is access the needs and priorities of the audience. Okay. Assess the needs and priorities of a potential assess the needs and priorities of your potential audience. Control performance anxiety. Okay, we must control performance anxiety. Okay, the create attractive PowerPoint slide with the right amount of detail. We must have the right amount of detail in the presentation. Okay, that's the most important thing. Draft an evaluation form the attendees are likely to complete. Draft an evaluation form. Okay, form the attendees are likely to complete. Okay, if you draft that, the people will fill it up. Okay, they will urgently never do that. If they have the time, they will do that. Okay. Next one is handling out copies of slides in advance. Minimize note-taking demands on the audience. Okay, we are not able to minimize note-taking demands on the audience. Okay, maintain eye contact with the audience and provide animated physical presence. Maintain eye contact with the audience. We must have the eye contact with the audience. Minimize the note-taking system demands on the audience. Maintain eye contact with the audience and provide energetic, animated physical appearance. Okay. Memorize enough contents so that the speech does not come off as a reading tones. Okay. So we are not able to see the curve. We are not able to read the notes. So we must have the enough content to read the speech or note. Modulate vocal tone to emphasize important point and avoid the monotonous presentation. Okay. So modulate means, what is that? Modulate to tune to a key or pitch. Okay. To the vocal tone. Logical flow. We must have the logical flow. You know about the logical flow, right? Very simultaneously, without the distraction, the speech conversation will go very smoothly. Okay, that is the modulate. Okay, provide compelling evidence to the support themes. We must have the compelling evidence to support themes. Rehearse the presentation and revising rough sports. Rehearse the presentation. We must rehearse the presentation and revising the tough sports. Restate critical points at the end of the speech to cement key concept. Okay, we must, like a cement concrete, we must restate point at the end of the speech to cement key concept. Okay. Next one, review the feedback and modify the approach for talk in the future. Review the feedback and modify the approach for talks in the future. Okay, review and approach. Summarize the topic to be conveyed at the beginning to provide context for attendees. Tell stories to illustrate them. Okay, plan the speech in advance in make sure restate the critical points at the end of the speech to cement key concept. Review the feedback and modify the approach for talks in the future. Summarize the topics to be covered at the beginning to provide the context for attendees. Tell stories to illustrate points. Plan the speech in advance to make sure it meets the need meets the allocated time. Okay, use humor to envision list. Overcoming is the fear of public speaking. Okay, so you just organize the presentation, prioritize the information, prepare the outline, prepare your notes, prepare with preview, and use clear transitions between topics, summarize at the end. Here are some tips for overcoming the fear of public speaking. So many of the people are get fear of public speaking. This thing help you to overcome the fear. Organize your thoughts and materials. We must organize our thoughts and materials. Practice and prepare yourself. Okay, we must do the practice of every day while doing the ID. Okay, so practice and prepare your speech. Okay, eliminate your fear of failure by being confident in yourself. We must eliminate our fear of failure, being confident in ourselves. Watch your facial expressions and body language in front of mirror. Okay, we must watch our body language and the facial expressions in the mirror. Depends upon that we may change. Okay, next one is record yourself and get used to your voice and speaking style. Record yourself and see what is your speaking style or a voice. Deliver your speech to another person. Okay, so deliver your speech to another person. Do some deep breathing and stay hydrated before speaking. Okay, incorporate strategy pause to help regain composure and reduce the anxiety. Okay, record yourself and get used to voice speaking time. Deliver your presentation to Okay, deliver your speech to another person. Do some deep breathing and stay hydrated before speaking. Incorporate strategy pauses to help regain composure and reduce the anxiety. Do not memorize your speech, rather remember key points, most valuable points, MVP. Okay, next one is public speaking skills. Okay, these are the steps to public speaking. Research a topic. Good speakers stick to what they know. Great speakers research what they need to convey their message. Okay, good speaker what will know? They know what to know. Okay, they um, but the great speaker research what they need to know to convey their message. Okay, that is the call the good to great. Next one is focus. Help your audience grab your message by focusing on your message. Stories, humor, or other sidebar should connect to the core idea. Anything that doesn't need to be edited out. Next one is organize need ideas logically. As well organized presentation can be observed with the minimal mental strain. Bridging is a key. Okay, organize a well organized presentation observed with minimal mental strain. Okay, if you with the order we will prepare a presentation, it not require to concentrate more. Simply they will understand the slide. Okay, we must give the practice very often because they will help you to um, reduce the bridging the gap. Okay, employ quotations, fact and statistics. Don't include these of the sake of including them. Do not use them appropriately to complement your ideas. Okay, so we must be employ quotations, fact and just statistics. Next one is employ quotations, fact and statistics. Don't include these for the sake of the including them, but use them appropriately to complement your ideas, right? Master metaphors.
Okay, metaphors, a figure of speech in which a word or phrase literally denote one kind. Okay, that's called as metaphor. Metaphor enhances the understandability of the message in a way that direct language often cannot. Okay, so metaphor enhances the understandability of the message in a way that direct language often cannot. Okay, so what is that? Metaphor understandability. Okay, so next one is tell a story. Everyone loves a story. Point wrapped up in a story are more memorable tool. So you just tell a story. Start strong and strong closer. The body of your presentation should be too strong too. If your audience will remember your first and last word, indeed, they remember anything at all. Okay, we must use that. We must stronger our body language, our voice tone, everything. Okay, incorporate humor. Knowing when to use humor is essential. So delivering the comedic timing to deliver it with the greatest effort. We must use the comedy also. Okay, we must include. Okay, vary vocal pack, tone and volume. A monotone voice is like a fingernails on the chalkboard. Okay, so we must to make practical change. Okay, that is called the vary vocal pack and tone and volume. Next one is punctuate words with gesture. Gesture should complement your words in harmony. Tell them how big the fish was and show them with your arms. Okay, so we must use the gestures. Utilize the three-dimensional phase. Chaining yourself to the lecture limits the energy and fashion you can exhibit. Lost the notes and lost the chain. Okay. The next one is complement words with visual aids. Okay. Visual aids demonstrate utilize three-dimensional space. Chaining yourself to lecture limits the energy and passion you can explicit and book and adapt to the new audiences. Okay, so punctuate words with gesture. Gesture should complement your words in harmony. Tell them how big the fish was and show them with your arms. Okay. Utilize the three-dimensional space. Chaining yourself to the lecture limits the energy and fashion you can exhibit. Lost the notes and lost the chain. Okay. You must use the three-dimensional space. Okay. Okay, 360-degree space view. We must use the energy, fashion and electron to uh, uh, chaining yourself to the lecturing limit. Okay, next one is complement words with visual aids. Visual aids should aid the message. Okay, they should not be the message. Read slide, OIG or the presentation Zen book, adapt to the techniques. Complement word with the visual aids. Okay, we must show. Actually, we must signals, right? Stop, start, go, run. Okay, we must show the visual aids. Okay, so via the visual aids also we complement our words. Analyze your audience. Okay, we must analyze our audience, deliver the message they want or need to hear. Analyze your audience, deliver the message they want, need to hear. Connect with the audience. Eye contact is only the first step. Aim to have the audience conclude. The speaker is just like me. The sooner the better. Okay, connect with the audience. Every eye contact is only the first step. Aim to have the audience conclude. This speaker is just like me. The sooner the better. Like that, we must prepare the presentation. Next one is interact with the audience. Ask questions and care about the answers. Solicit, volunteer, make your presentation a dialogue. Interact with the audience. Ask questions and care about the answers. Okay, we must interact with the audience. Okay, solicit, to make petition. Okay, to make secure. Okay, we must ask the question. Conduct the QA session. Not every speaking opportunity affords the QA session, but understand how to lead one productivity. Okay, use the QA session to solidify the impression that you are an expert, not just a speaker. If you connect with the people, okay, with the QA session, definitely it will help to overcome the fear of public speaking. Okay, it will, the interaction may be good, so it will really help to the audience understand the concepts. Okay, so lead a discussion. Okay, again, not every speaker opportunity afford to time for a discussion, but know how to engage the audience productively. So we must engage with the audience productively. That is the most important thing. The next one is obey time constraints. Maybe you have the 2 minutes, maybe you have the 40 minutes. Either way, customize your presentation to fit the time allowed and respect your audience by not going over time. Okay, so we must obey the time constraint. Okay, within the 45 minutes or a 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever may be your time constraint you provided to the audience, we must use the time very effectively. Before that, we must accomplish the presentation. So we must interact more with the audience in the closing point. Okay, we must throw the questions to the audience. So we must we must tell them to ask the questions, we must answer the questions. So we must lead, obey the time constraints. Okay, lead the discussion, and also we must obey the time constraints. Graft an introduction, set the context and make sure the audience is ready to go, whether the introduction is for you or for someone else. Okay, so we set the context and make sure, okay, we must make sure the audience is ready to go, whether the introduction is for you or someone else. Okay, so we must go along with the audience. Okay, and also they must follow us. Okay, while in from the scratch, from the introduction. Okay, it will really help to the audience stay with us. Okay, exhibit confidence and poise. Okay, the qualities are sometimes difficult for a speaker to attain, but easy for a audience to sense. Okay, so next one is handle unexpected issues smoothly. Maybe the lights will go out, maybe the projector is without power. A plan to handle every situation. Okay, we must use the unexpected issues very smoothly. We are also not get angry or get fear of something. We must handle unexpected issues smoothly. Be coherent when speaking off the cuff. Okay, impromptu speaking. Okay, composed, uttered without a preparation. Okay, we must go with the well preparation
We are not go with the without preparation. uh, Impromptu speaking before, after, or during a presentation leaves a lasting impression too. Doing it well tells the audience that you are personable and that you are an expert who knows their stuff beyond the slide and a prepared speech. Okay? Doing it well tell the audience that you are personable and that you are an expert who knows their stuff beyond the slide and prepared the speech. Actually, we must tell the much information more about the slide, otherwise they don't know about our stuff. How much we know about the knowledge, in depth knowledge about the subject. Okay, so we must explain the each slide more than whatever the slide. We actually we may have the small number of points we have in the slide. Okay, so we must talk more with the short and sweet. Okay, it may be a main key points. It will help to understand the audience very clearly. Okay, so seek and utilize the feedback. Understand that no presentation or presenter, yes, even you, is perfect. Aim for continuous improvement and understand that the best way to improve is to solicit candid feedback from as many people as you can. Okay, so aim for continuous improvement and understand that the best way to improve is to solicit candid feedback from as many people as you can. Listen critically and analyze the other speakers. Study the strength and weakness of other speakers also. You just improve your strength, weakness to the strength. Okay, and speak very clearly. Act and speak ethically. Since public speaking fears are some common, realize the tremendous power of influence that you hold. Use the power of this power responsibly. Okay, we must be ethical person. We must have the integrity. Okay, whatever we do. Okay, we must teach to the our um, audience also. Okay, whatever they do. Okay, so act and speak ethically. What are the benefits of public speaking in your life? Career benefits, sales. Okay, the sales representatives, okay, are selling the product. The public speaking is required. Career advancement, to improve the career advancement. Stand out in the workplace. We speak something about the workplace. Okay, about the project. Bring people together. It connect the people to speak in the public speaking about the topic, or have discussion, or a business meet, everything. Become a thought leader. Okay, thought leader means you just talk about the topic, or a spiritual, or a business, whatever may be, political, whatever may be. Become a thought leader. Make a new social connections. If you're going for the public speaking, you have a lot of connections, social connections also. Find supporters. It will help get the supporters also. Okay, get comfortable in social setting. We must set the social setting very comfortably before we start a speech. Okay, otherwise it will become very nervous, or it may become uncomfortable. Increase your professional network. Okay, it helps to increase our professional network also. We need to improve our professional network before start a public speaking, because the network will help you to um, our tell our weakness, strength and weaknesses. Okay, and also professional network help you to understand our business ideas, get the ideas from the business, or we help to present the public be speaking about the topic, everything. So the network is very important. Okay, developing leadership skills. Good speaker equal to good leader. Good leader equal to opportunities. Okay, so we must be a good speaker to become a good leader. Good leader equal to opportunities. Okay, Personal benefits of public speaking: boost confidence. This also help to boost our confidence. Personal satisfaction. It help to it's a helping the personal satisfaction also. Critical thinking. It help to improve our critical thinking. It will improve our communication skill. It help to improve our communication skill also. Learn to argue. Okay, it help to learn to argue. Actually, there is a lot of debates always, political debates, business debates, or technological related debates. Okay, or a family members debate, friends debate, whatever may be, it help to debate, do the debate or argue. Okay, and be a better listener. It help to listen better. Okay, it will learn more from others. Okay, these are the things, benefits of the public speaking in your life. Public speaking checklist. The ability to speak effectively depends on some traits and qualities. It's also depend upon communication situation. The following is a checklist for futures that are often associated with effective public speaking skills. First, we need self-confidence. You just check yourself before present the presentation or a public speaking. Do you have a self-confidence? Do you have a knowledge on the topic? Understanding of the audience? Are you understanded your audience? Are you practiced well for the proper articulation about the topic or a speech? Pleasing voice quality. Do you check your voice quality is right with the right degree of pitch or degree of voice modulation, monotone, okay, rate of the speech, whatever may be. Okay, uh, uh, okay, okay, honesty of mind. Okay, do you have a honesty of mind? Emotional control. Do you have emotional control in yourself? Do you have a fluency while talking to the people? Are you friendliness? Okay, are you friendliness? Always take as a friendly manner with the audience. Reasoning. Why you are taking the presentation or a public speaking? Sympathy. Okay, do you have a sympathy, unity, harmony in action of effort? Are you open-minded person? Are you ready to discuss anything, anytime? Okay, about the topic, whatever you do, whatever you taking the presentation. Okay, talk with. Are you ready to talk with freely with the people? Are you ready for the discussion or a debate anytime? Humility. Okay, humility, freedom from the pride. Okay, or arrogance. Okay, responsiveness. Are you if in case someone is asking the question, are you responsiveness? Do you have a right responsive questions? Responsiveness. Do you have a right answers in your hand? Okay, awareness. Okay, that's the most important. Having showing a realization of preparation or a knowledge of aware of the knowledge. Humor. Do you have a humor sense? Okay, are you often very often you are cracking the joke? Okay, to connect with the people always. Forcefulness. Okay, forcefulness means possessing the filled with force. Okay, forcefulness means we are not supposed to force with the content. Okay, we must force with the knowledge. It will attract the audience. Okay, okay, it will easily to force with the people. And the spontaneity. Okay, spontaneity. Okay, the quality of state of being spontaneous. Okay, tactfulness. Okay, next one is having showing the tact. Okay, intelligence. Next one is intelligence, the ability to learn or understand or to do deal with the new and trying situations. These are the public speaking checklist. Okay, this skill sets is most important before giving the presentation or a public speaking. Okay, So thank you so much for your great time. Today we learned about the public speaking. Okay. So I hope so. Do you want to really become a public speaker with a great as a great leader? You must listen lot of videos. You must practice lot. Okay, we must do the 10,000 hours of practice to become a great public speaker. Okay, so you just watch a lot of videos, political leaders debate and business leaders debate and communication related videos. Okay, you just listen the TED talks. Okay, there is a lot of videos available to improve our presentation. What makes the great presentation? Okay, there is a great leaders. Okay, the industry experts. Okay, from all over the world, they are talking. They are presenting their presentations with the great with a great tool. Okay, via the TED Talks. Okay, you just join a Toastmaster Club to improve your communication, improve your presentation and public speaking skills. Okay, so these are the ways we can able to improve. And another thing, we must have a subject matter expert. We must be a subject matter expert or a domain expert or a consultant. Okay, with the business. Okay, we know the business to convey, to express our public speaking, to present our ideas, whatever may be. So we must have a lot of stuff. Content is the king, right? You as a leaders, as the presenters, you know that content is the king. So we must have the great content to deliver. Okay, so we must prepare well, we must practice well to become a great public speaker. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. We have a lot of videos, upcoming videos for public speaking and presentation skills, and also the soft skill training, personality development, business development videos, everything. So thank you so much for our great time. Please stay with us.